to discuss rock and roll. So I actually had people there. I had an American manager too, Bill O'Coin, who managed Kiss, was then managing me. So I had links to America, but still, it was still very daunting. I mean, the Sex Pistols had come to America and they'd broken up. The Clash was still trying to get somewhere, but at that moment, they had not that much success. I think Blondie were doing quite well in America, but even they broke up quite quickly. It just wasn't like a surefire thing. Coming to America and being a punk rocker in a punk rock group wasn't a surefire, wasn't a surefire way to success. It just wasn't. So I was really coming to somewhere that was, you know, hey, this is where some of the greatest music in the world has come from. Rock music, rock and roll, America, New York. So to me, I was coming to worship at the home of, you know, like there was an element of that. So I was scared, what was going to happen to me? But I thought, if nothing happens, at least I'll have gone to New York and have had a whale of a time. And who knows what's going to happen? And well, Bill O'Coin, my manager, knew Steve Stevens. Once we got together, you're going to see the magic this afternoon, by the way.
And apparently a whale of a time you had, because it's all in here.
That's right, yes. I started out living on the tiny mattress one. I didn't even have bedclothes, in fact. And so that was another thing. One of the other things I did know about, I knew that, when I came to New York in '81, we knew that in about 6 months to a year's time, there was going to be this 24-hour music channel that was going to be experimental, but we knew that was coming. My manager was very much into image, and I knew he knew about television, and he knew how to get me onto this channel if I wanted to be on it. So that was one great thing that gave me a lot of hope when I came to New York. But as time went on, yes, I became a massive star. I mean, almost bigger than my music. My image was almost bigger than my music, and that was almost scary. And even though I'd had hit singles in England and become a well-known star in England, I still thought of myself very much as a punk rocker, and still do in lots of ways. And then suddenly, everybody who watched MTV, whether they liked music or my music or any music, they'd know who you were, and that you're almost bigger than your music, which was a little strange. And the sort of pressure of that many people knowing who you are and recognizing you straight off the bat. I mean, the drug dealers in New York used to shout out the names of my songs, and they saw me coming, they'd start saying, "Hey, we got that rebel yell. We got that rebel yell heroin. We got Moni Moni marijuana. We got that white wedding crack." You know, so it was like, you know, they'd see you coming, you know, and like they could see me coming on my way. So it was a little strange. With drug taking and stuff, there's an element of a honeymoon period where, you know, everything's working. You know, the drugs sort of like help bring along ideas or help you to push your life along. And but of course, after about 10 years or so of that, the honeymoon is well in the past, and that's when it becomes difficult to deal with. And I did go through a lot of problems, really. I went through, really, my career stalled in some ways because of ending up such a drug addict. You just had to sort of live with it. And then, of course, at some point I had to come to terms with writing about it and sort of talking about the sort of good elements of it, which there are some good elements to it, but there are also some terrible downsides to it. And part of that was causing my career to kind of sort of stall for a while. And thank God I didn't destroy myself physically, so I could write more songs, and I can still appear, and I've got a brain. You know, quite a lot of people don't have a mind. Don't have a mind left. And I hope I've got a little bit of a mind left. Maybe this book proves it, I don't know.